Hey, it's Victoria again. Let's jump into your guys' reading. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one today because I have some stuff I got to do, but I wanted to put a video out. So let's just get into it. There is a little bit of an imbalanced energy here. I think this is a energy of someone trying to find their way. Like I'm seeing a compass in my mind's eye. It's like the needle of a compass kind of like going, you know when Jack Sparrow has like the compass of, what is it, like your heart's desire or some shit, or like where you really want or what you really want, but the needle is like, it's going different ways. It's kind of like, there's no set thing that it's pointing towards. So there's this fluctuating energy here where maybe you do feel a little unbalanced, or maybe there's something where you're finding trying to find something that works for you, something that's comfortable. She's holding a key, so it's like finding the keyhole, right? So it's like finding the and she's keeping it very close to her as well. It's even pointing towards her. So there might be something here within yourself trying to find out where that keyhole is going to fit, because I feel like this is a precious decision. And I think it is with pure intentions as well. With the purity here, it says the hand that, I don't know if this is cuts or guts, the hand that cuts, responsibility resets within yourself. Then you have symmetry, which is talking about like dissonance or unity. And it says there's always a third way. And then going on to the aragonite, where it's talking about like when to use it is like when it's time to come out of your shell or step out of it. How it says here, it says if you want to be square with the outside world, first you've got to get square with your inside world. Call an aragonite to help set a healthy, sustainable balance. So if that's a crystal, maybe someone here is interested, maybe they need to, maybe there's a connection here with aragonite. And if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, but that's how I'm gonna say it. It makes me, like I said, it makes me think of Aragorn. Aragorn. Lord. Or Strider. So it's like this lone, there's a decision you got to make on your own here. Or maybe that's how you feel, like you have to make it on your own. Page of Cups popping out. Maybe you feel like you have to make it on your own. But with here, it says assistance with access. It is necessary to ask and accept help in order to receive it. So maybe being honest with yourself about something. Maybe in regards to like an offer that's going to be coming your way. Maybe there's going to be either a job offer, a romantic offer. Maybe there's even here like someone just initiating some type of friendship here. But there is going to be an offer, like the universe is offering something here. And we see the crab again, more of like this shell. So some of you might have a really, maybe people have told you that you're like really hard to crack, or you just have like a very tough exterior. It's really, you have very, either you have very thick skin, or you're just very, maybe you have like this hard demeanor. Maybe people perceive you as someone that has like a hardened demeanor, or you've been hardened by certain things in your life. And maybe that's why you hold this key so closely to you, is because it's like what and who you give access is very important to you. Maybe because stepping out of, maybe some of you are in a balanced energy, or you're coming to a balanced energy, and it's like you don't want to step out of that. It's like you don't want to disrupt this balance that you have within yourself, or even with the people in your life. This is talking about unity. For some of you, this could be with like community as well. Like accepting community around you, accepting the help, accepting, you know, that there are people in your life that genuinely care about you. Maybe this is like, again, if you have like a hardened exterior, hardened demeanor towards certain people or certain things. I don't know. It's like I do feel like there is, there's, you don't really budge though. So some of Queen of Pentacles, geez, Louise. Queen of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles. some of you could be like really freaking hard worker. Like you are so determined. And maybe that's what, maybe people feel like it's hard to kind of get to, I'm hearing, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Maybe it's just like, it's like, how many attempts do people need to make to get to that inner part of you, or to that, I don't know. It's like you have a really thick barrier around you. And this could even symbolize like your protection here. So you are someone who's very heavily protected spiritually, and could also be like, maybe this is manifested in the physical world, where maybe you are someone who knows self-defense, or you're someone who's interested in self-defense, or you have like security cameras, or it's like you just have like a very protected and protective energy. There's this, it's like you are spiritually armored up. You are armored up in the physical as well. So you could be someone who maybe you always have like a pocket watch on you or something. I don't know. Or like pepper spray, or I don't know. It's just like there's this awareness. There's this and you're so aware of like who, maybe that's another thing too, is like you are very aware of who is coming towards you with offers. Because if you see in here, there's a little shark inside the cup. And it's like sharks can sniff out prey with just the smallest drop of blood, right? So there is this, you could have been someone who was considered prey before, right? Like maybe you were someone that people felt like they could prey on. Easily manipulated, easily, I don't know. But there's also this feeling of like moving from that page energy to the queen energy, where it's like, no, it's like you are no longer just allowing certain things into your energy field here. But there is, I feel like there may be a little bit of stubbornness, or not so much stubbornness, but just you are, again, I'm seeing that compass, like the needle of a compass. I'm trying to figure out what that means in terms of this. Like maybe you work very hard to keep a certain balance, keep like all the ducks in a row, keep yourself like the head above water. That's what I'm picking up here. It's like, this is a continuous effort. Like this is something you have to work at. Maybe this is something you have to work at every day, right? Like there are certain routines or techniques, or just certain things that you consciously have to work at, right? Maybe to keep that stability, to keep that peace. You know, everyone is different. Everyone's going to have different barriers and roadblocks that are put up in their lives. And some people have a lot more barriers in place just by society and systemic standards. But I feel like here it's like you kind of have you're aware of these obstacles, and it's like you know now how to move around them, or how to deconstruct them, or how to literally jump over them. It's like you've gained the strength to say, you know what, I'm not going to let this barrier be my permanent blockade here. And it's like tearing down those walls within yourself, you know. And I'm thinking of, you know, little crabs and stuff, when they no longer fit their home, or their home, like if they don't want a certain shell, they'll move to another shell. So it's like finding that space that feels for you, right? Like that makes you feel balanced and at harmony, where you can thrive, right? I mean, she is holding a flower in the back here as well. Some of you could live near, like water. Like a body of water. Some of you could like hear seagulls a lot. The Magician. Yeah, like I said, it's like you kind of, you know how to take these structures down. You know how to move. You know how to create certain realities for yourself. It's a give and take. Yeah, it's a balance. It's your reading is all about the balance. I'm hearing Uncle Iroh. It all depends on the balance. What's that saying? You could be a teacher as well, because I'm hearing that saying where it's like, give a man a fish and you could feed him for a day, but teach a man how to fish and he can pretty much serve himself, right? Or something like that. It's obviously not word for word, but you get the general gist. It's like you kind of, you don't do things for people. Maybe that's why people perceive you as like hardened or have a rough exterior. But I think you come in with good intentions here. And again, with that purity from the Oracle card in the back, it's like you do have pure intentions. But I think there is this no nonsense of like knowing who and what to allow in your life. And what you say to others in the sense of like, you're not going to just do and say things to fill in the gaps for other people. It's almost like you teach people how to be self-reliant for themselves, or you teach certain skills or lessons in a way that people can learn on their own. It's like you don't really hold people's hands through certain things. You don't, maybe you've been told that you have like a tough love type of like express your way. Oh my God, I can't. Speaking about expressing, I can't even fucking articulate what I'm trying to say. But hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. But there is, again, there is this sense of community though. Definitely this sense of community around you that feels and understands this kind of shell around you. Because they do see, like they see all the moves you're making. They see the actions that you take. And they see that you are a fair and balanced person. There is something here where you could literally be very generous in different senses of the word here. But you're also generous with how you teach others. Like it's like you almost show people that they have tools at their disposal here. And like how to move around certain obstacles, right? Or you kind of show them in your own way. Where it's like, you know, if you have this, and this, or like maybe you're someone who literally does show people how to, maybe you're like a tutor or a DIYer, or I don't know, it's like something of like you're showing someone how to do something so that they themselves can better their own lives. Like it's something that is impactful, that will help them in the future. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. If this reading was helpful or entertaining at all, please give me a thumbs up. Sorry it is short today, but I do have some stuff I gotta do. So I wish you all a wonderful day or evening wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. And I hope you're treated as you treat others. Bye.